Hello and welcome back to Monster Train. Yeah, nice, good intro. Great work, me. Pat myself on the back for that one. That one felt good. How's it going? How you doing? What's happening? It's closing in on 4 a.m. We got 3:40. My headache for the day has subsided, thankfully. I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling fine. Still feeling a little good about yesterday's run. It was a nice run. I feel like it panned out very well. I did not check if there was any more requests. Honestly, if you have a specific request, you're gonna have to get me in the stream because I will probably miss it in the comments. I read through the comments, but I also go I go a very large period of time between reading the comments. Like I'll check them an hour after the video goes up, and then I'll check them like right before I go to bed. Typically is how I do the comments now. So if you leave, and then I get notifications if there's like a comment on a video that's older than the one that just went up. But anyway, hopefully you're all doing well today. I wanted to tell you, I finally decided I'm gonna send an email to the developers of this game and ask them if I can get the DLC like a day early. Just because basically the way that it looks right now is I've been told that the DLC comes out at noon Pacific time on the 25th. And what I would like to do is have a video up that day for the DLC, which is probably what I'm going to do. But what that means is that it's going to go up a little later. So two thoughts here. One of them is I'm going to email the devs and see if they are interested in that maneuver. And if they are, like, yo, sick, you know? It'd be pretty cool. If not, it's fine. What I'm going to do instead is I'll just wake up at noon. I'll be awake at noon Pacific, and I'll just grab the DLC and play it as soon as it releases, and then the video will just go up at like 4, which is fine as well. It's not a big deal, but either way. I am thinking I might just push the videos forward an hour anyway and start putting them up at 3:30 Eastern time because daylight savings time has ruined me. Like, I am not able to get up in time to set the video to upload. It's a problem. I'm waking up at like 2:20 and I'm going, oh god. I get out of bed just to put these videos up now. I hate you, daylight savings time. I hate you. Anyway, hope that you're coping well with daylight savings time if you're having to deal with it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It is Friday the 19th. Hope you're having a nice one. Weekend's here. Let's go. We made it. You made it through another week. Great work. I'm proud of you. Today we are melting Exile Hellhorned. It's been 30 seconds. Fuck. Plating Seal Daedalus, Failure Arcus, Sap Seraph, Purifying Cleanse, Ritual Battle, Engulfing Smoke. This is maybe my least favorite clan combo now. I don't think so, but I think that Melting Umbra is better than this. Melting Umbra spent a long time being my least favorite clan combo, but Hellhorned units and Melting units both suck a lot. And Exile Hellhorn, Queen's Implings, Dregs, it's just a mess. I hate it. We do have Engulfed in Smoke Ritual though, 2 cards that we can pivot our run around, so that's what we're gonna look towards. These relics both kinda suck. I'm gonna go Mallet here. I think they're both pretty bad though. Mallet might be bad for us. Accumulator's nice. I don't want to play Dark Calling. Although, maybe it's right. Reforming Imps might be our winning condition. Cranberry and I played this run recently. It wasn't fun. I mean, it was fun. Every run of this game is fun, but like, it wasn't good. Using those words interchangeably. I'm just gonna go Harvest. I cannot imagine it being Dark Calling here. There's no way. Alright, unit draft, let's go. I'm not all that afraid right now. There are definitely ways that this run gets off the ground and looks good. There's also a lot of ways that this run crashes and burns in the next 5 minutes. We'll see what we see here. Dragging the back seems right. We're gonna follow a similar setup to this. We're gonna aim to play bottom 4 because then I get to drop the Implings and get value immediately instead of having to wait, which feels right. And then, yeah, I think the drag dying is positive. Okay. I mean, it's okay. There's a few things that we can do here. What can we do here? Great question. Excellent, apt question. What are we going to look to do to win this run? I think one of them is just Wickless Baron with multi-strike, and then we throw some rage on him. I'm gonna play these in front. I do have one more dreg coming up, but he's about as valuable as Queen's Impling is here, so... What are other things I can imagine being good here? Great question. Very good question. You're asking some strong questions today. I don't know. I think it is going to be Harvest Unit with Multi-Strike that we buff up with Rage, so we get past the awkward, oh, I'm not harvesting anything section. Dripfall's good. We need to take utility cards like Dripfall. Hornbreak's good, I need a ping. Yeah. Alpha Fiend, huh? And this would have been a good run for Burnout Rector, too. That's alright, though. Alpha Fiend is... interesting. Alpha Fiend, it's just like a bell curve, I guess, is my opinion of Alpha Fiend. Not quite, you get the idea, right? Started out, hated Alpha Fiend. Alpha Fiend got buffed, loved Alpha Fiend. Plateaued there for a little bit recently, hate Alpha Fiend again. Sorry, I knocked over my pencil sharpener doing that little bit of motion with my hand there. I currently hate Alpha Fiend, but he was winning for a little while. The big problem, and the reason that it doesn't make any sense to take Alpha Fiend here, is I will have no space for Rector to harvest. We're just going to be stuck at this. It just doesn't make any sense to me. I feel like it's really, really bad. If I don't see a better pick, we can take him at the boss and take space, but I think I just skipped that. Please don't show me Alpha Fiend, Demon Fiend. Please don't show me Alpha Fiend, Demon Fiend. Please. Ah, the Range Brute's a winning line. That's a really, really good one. Yeah. This is really strong. Great news. I give him multi-strike and he's our win condition now. With Ritual Battle in the deck. That's really strong. That's really, really, really strong. It is Failure Arcus, but he has 25 HP. Yeah. What I'm thinking about is the roll, but I'm pretty sure... what are the best upgrades to put on the Range Brute? I think it's Multi-Strike Rage 7. So I'm just gonna wait. We're gonna wait. We're gonna look for the best upgrades. I do not like taking Armor 10 here. Although, I don't think it's that bad. And the unit draft could give us... well, great question. What would I take here? Because I'm always playing Rector and the Range Brute together, and that has to be our plan. I could take like a Tycoon or a Horned Warrior and have them just chill on an upper floor. I think it's fine. We won't take a whole lot for this. I think it's fine. Nice. To play a nice easy peasy top floor plan. I should smoke. Why not? I feel good. I feel really good about this run. The Collector comes in with armor, huh? No, he doesn't. Does he? No, he doesn't. I swear I heard the sound. Oh, the sound was it hitting the infiltrator down here. Never mind. Disregard. Right, interesting. Okay. It's much better when Ritual of Battle is easier to play as well. I'm expecting to take damage here. Just like... I'm thinking about drip falling. Doesn't make any sense, dude. Just worth thinking about. You expect to take about 3 damage here. Great Hornbreak draw. Unfortunately, if I don't play Ritual Battle, do I lose? I might lose if I don't play this, which is my main concern here. I think I don't kill the boss if I skip this, so I'm gonna play it. I'll just take the 5, it's not a big deal. We have the health to take it. Like, min-maxing for 5 health there is just too much. It's too much, and it doesn't make any sense to do it. Because I'm pretty sure I'll lose. I don't think I have the damage to kill him if I do that. Do like a rough estimate here. Yeah, like almost certainly it would be doomed. Okay, I'm happy with that decision. Because he'd be doing 10s there, I'm pretty sure. I think he's a 10-25. Explosive is fine. It is another unit, but it's a good unit. Fledgling Imp is really good as well. I'm adding more units, but they're just showing me good units here. Branding Right's also okay for what it's worth, but adding Rage to the floor is really strong, and Tycoon's cool here. Yeah, Tycoon's cool here. He's cool. He just sits on the floor above. Backline that sneaks by, he catches. We're in a good spot. I think we're in a very favored position to take this runaway. I will roll. I want another -1. A double stack is interesting. I don't think it's good. I think I'd rather have them at 1 cost, because I am going to take space. We want more space for more harvesting. I think it does make sense. If you show me a -5 here. Oh, baby. That's a hit. I know that this is definitely not the case, but it does feel like I see events in this game in batches. Like, you remember I was the Dante guy for a while because we saw like 15 Dante runs in a row. I haven't seen Dante in a long time, but I've seen a lot of ×5s lately. I'm certain that this is not anything other than just like a false positive, right? But it sure feels that way sometimes. It sure feels like there's something there. Sometimes, I just think that. I know it's not though, I'm certain it isn't. But I just think it's curious how it works. You haven't even seen the worst of it. What the hell does that mean? It's nice. The last run we had Exile Melting. It's very nice to not have Exile Melting. I can just play Train Stewards again. In the Exile Melting run, I was like, ooh, do I want to play this Train Steward here? It goes in the Reform pile. Is that bad? Now I don't have to think about it. I just play the units. Who gives a shit? Is this even right? I mean, I guess it is. It gives me 1 extra incant, or harvest. Get ready, I'm gonna call it incant too much. Gives me an extra harvest on Rector. It seems like that play is correct. I wonder if it is. It doesn't matter if Rector takes 10 here. He has 60 health. Yeah, he heals most of that back anyway. Oh, I do take damage. I haven't put any rage on Deranged Brute yet. He's not angry. A second, I'm gonna do like a little stretch. I got a stretch that I saw for the posture. It stretches out your back a little bit. I try to do it because I've been feeling a little stiffness lately. I'm trying to remember, make a good habit out of it, you know. When I feel that my back is stiff, I just do a little stretch and it feels better. Again, I'm gonna let this guy go by. It doesn't matter. Important note here, doesn't matter. I want the attack to go through though. The stretch, if you're wondering, you take your fingers and you interlock them behind your neck, and then like with your elbows pointed forward, you just look up. Like stretch, it does like a little crack of the back as well. It's very nice. Yeah, it's right to just stack all the rage on a single unit here. Because he will, I take 2 here. My bad, I should not. I guess it's fine. Doesn't really matter. But you stack all the rage on 1 unit so it doesn't decay as fast. It doesn't matter, realistically, yeah, because, you know. Yeah, I misclicked. Tragic. Really, I should have put that drag that I played here on the Tycoon floor. 1 more stretch. Alright, I'm ready. I'm gonna sit back. I'm gonna sit back in my chair and I'm gonna bring you closer to me as well. Hopefully you don't mind. Transcendent isn't great here. I'm not playing around the imps, so I don't think I care for Transcendent. Spike of the Hellhorned is fine. I could also play into the imps, but I'm not going to. I'm playing into this ritual battle strategy. I'm just going to look hard for multi-strike, but I don't even need multi-strike because I can just throw rage at Rector now too. Realistically, I think Spike is just worse as well. Yeah, this is a skip from me. Okay. Hey, I saw this unit draft before. Unfortunately, Alpha Fiend, I did see a good unit on this run, so it's okay. You don't have to be here. I'm not necessarily taking space. This might be draw energy. It's tough. It's very, very tough here because I need draw to draw the rituals, I need energy to play the rituals, I need space to play all these units in my deck and get Rector's Harvest rolling though. I think I'm okay to take draw here, and then we can evaluate the energy pickup at the next one. Because you almost always take draw on a run like this. 33 cards, I cannot imagine playing this deck on 5 draw. Multi-strike? Large stone. Reroll for multi-strike? Sick. Really great. That's excellent. Okay. So on the one hand here, if you remember, when I talked about the perfect upgrades, I said it was Rage 7. However, if I just give Deranged Brute another upgrade now that isn't as good, I can just move on. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give him a plus 25. You give him plus 10, but with the number of ritual battles, I'm not that worried. You give him a plus 25, and we never have to go to another steel shop again. We're done. I don't need another one. Everything is handled. Yeah, I mean, this run is a high roll. Absolutely, this run is a high roll. I will not kid you. I will not say anything to the contrary. This run is an extreme high roll. I think we're in a great position here. Unsurprisingly, I'm sure. Feels like we're very strong. You high rolled Deranged Brute with Ritual Battle in your opener, and all of a sudden the run looks great. Crazy how that works out, isn't it? Real unbelievable. From here, all we really have to do is remove some cards. Because Rector, great source of holding rage. He does a great job of holding rage. He also, if you don't know, Harvest Rector, insanely good tank. He's gonna frontline like nobody's business here. Look at him, he's gaining 40 health per round because we're wiping the floor. It's a crazy snowball from this position that Rector experiences because usually Harvest Rector is, it's feast or famine. In this position, it is an extreme feast. We are feasting to a very large degree because sometimes you have to rely entirely on your own units dying on his floor. On this run, all of the enemy units die on his floor, and some of our own units die on his floor. If I Dripfall Wickless Tycoon, I lose these 2 kills. However, it's probably +1. It's at least neutral, and sometimes it's not +1. What am I talking about? It's neutral. If I could have played the Imp first, it would have been fine. It's the same. Trying to be too big right now. Too bad. He also, by the way, doesn't have to get that large. Rector is fine at a pretty low health point because the bosses are just going to die. Could also take another stealth here. Stealth is expensive is the problem. What is our path like? Elvent? It's not great. Had I looked at the path, I might have just I wouldn't have if I had looked ahead, which I didn't, I would have realized that I had another steel shop coming up. So we could be slightly better here. Potentially. I'm not gonna roll the shop or anything. I'm gonna not take this. Hey, it's Imp in a box. Too bad. Could have gone Transcendent. This is another one that could go crazy in strats too. We saw Welder Helper, we saw Fledgling Imp, we saw Transcendent, we saw Imp in a box in the first 4 combats. Could go pretty big on that. I did not, unfortunately. But you could. We gotta watch out, I guess, a little bit. We could get sniped on Sapsera as well. And we could have double multi-strike. Crazy. That would be good. Yeah, too bad. Lie awake tonight, dream of what could have been. Ugh. Sorry, the yawns. I'm very bad at stifling yawns. I've never been able to. 30 gold from that event. Nice. I wish this event wasn't just 10 to 30 gold and it was something better. That's okay though. Stealth boss could have been a problem here. This is not a problem. I'm really not worried about armor 15 either. This is a pretty easy combat. If we ever lose space mid-floor, I'm going to... like, even here, I think playing Wickless Tycoon is fine. I was gonna say maybe playing Wickless Tycoon is wrong, but I don't think it is. Yeah, we'd have to have a pretty unbelievable draw for it to be wrong. Although it was maybe a little closer. Hey, we have engulfed in smoke, it's fine. I am one off here. If I don't care about the money. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Thought about it a little more. I don't need the min-max for that collector. I could like make the next wave slightly scarier to catch the collector, but it's just not worth it. What I should be doing and what is worth it here is... oh, hey, I take a big chunk for this. Interesting. I should be dripping the Wickless Tycoon down once I get established. Interesting. I missed Ritual of Battle 2 turns in a row. I assumed, because I doubled up on Ritual of Battle on the range brute, because I assumed I was going to draw one. I assumed I wasn't going to have 3 in the bottom 6 cards. Incorrectly, I assumed that. It is not the end of the world. However, it does suck. But we have the health, right? We have the health to take this. I thought this was going to be a lot smoother. Had I played top 4 with these guys, it would have been. I think essentially I'm baiting myself with Wickless Tycoon at this point, and I should just be playing on the top 4. That's what I'm taking away from this here. Wickless Tycoon is baiting me, and there's no reason to do it. I just realized I lost gold on the last combat. When I moved the Tycoon down, I lost gold because the backmost enemy didn't die, did it? I think so. Too bad. God. Fucking 800 damage to range brute. I shouldn't have taken that 24, it wasn't worth it. Votivary is super good here. There's even an Impelate. Dude, this Imp run is insane if I take it. That's crazy. 2 Imp in a boxes or Impelate? God damn. Take the left path here. Spell upgrades are good. Oh my god! It's disgusting! What the hell? You could play the... man, you could play the most ridiculous imp run of your life here. You got Reform Rector, Ashes of the Fallen, Welder Helper, Transcendent, 2 imp in a boxes. Like, holy shit. You can play just an out-of-this-world run if you go the other path. That's a shame. I should have gone for it, but I didn't want to commit to it. I thought it wasn't going to pan out. That's a darn shame right there. I am going to start clearing out Queen Simplings. I know I just took double summons, but the Queen Simplings aren't that good. It's a bait to try and hold on to them for any reason, really. Oh, these Purifying Cleanses should go first, though. Sorry, I forget. Purifying Cleanse, just kind of forget it's in the deck. I'll remove it here. This is a run. So if yesterday's run is a run where I felt like I played really well and I earned the win. This is a run where I've made a lot of overarching mistakes and a few like tactical decision errors as well, and it's not going to matter. Yesterday's run was like, I played really well, I made a lot of good choices, and everything went great. Today's run is like, I am not making good choices and I'm not playing particularly well. But it doesn't matter because we high rolled like crazy. No shame about that shard. I'm not so worried about stealthing here. I'm just going... I could have taken damage. Like there I could have taken damage to get more rage off, but I think we're fine. Our goal here is to get Rector to a point where he kills a heavy, and then Deranged Brute kills the other heavy, and then whatever's behind it. I don't mind the curse. And if I just play it like this, it's fine. I think I would like some backline plan on this run. Rector tanking backline forever isn't super viable. Maybe it's fine. It's probably fine, honestly. Realistically, I think it's fine. But it concerns me a little bit. Because I'm worried about just like 3 or 4 Shade Wings walking up. Like, if Sarah 4 stacks a few 4s, we could just die. Is what I'm really worried about. Enemies could walk by and we just die. I should have played Smoke first. Too bad. Oh, I can heal you and get more money, potentially. It makes sense. And see, removing Purifying Cleanse was good. We're gonna get 5 more, or not removing it was good. Gonna earn 5 more gold. That's a shame. I'm not going to play anything here. And I guess I could just rise up. Why not, but also why? Both questions, very apt. Why not, followed by, well, but at the same time, why? I guess he pushes damage to the boss. No, he dies he dies. Never mind, what am I saying? I guess I get more money out of it. Sure, push your damage into the boss here, why not? Meanwhile, on the top floor, this run has been won for a while. I think this run was won at the ×5. Honestly, maybe even without the ×5, we were still winning. It's just a little scarier. I don't really feel like I need space anymore. I'm happy to take the energy here. Glad I didn't take space to start with. It would be fine, but this is better. Although if I lose space top floor, it can be a little awkward. Get rid of these Purifying Cleanses. And maybe holdover is good. It's a position where, this is the thing, right? You can hold over Engulfed in Smoke here. I don't think I need to. Right? Because, like, by the time so put it like this. There's a few outcomes of holdover Engulfed in Smoke that I can imagine. There's 3. We draw holdover Engulfed in Smoke in the first 3 turns. Okay, fine. Like, it's nice. It's okay. It's mostly good because I get to have stealth. Assuming I draw like turn 1, I can play Rector and Deranged Brute top floor, and I can keep playing Engulfed in Smoke on them, and I'll just not take any damage on them, right? That's fine. If I draw it in the middle, but the alternative is, like, if I draw it on turn 2 or 3, it's gonna stealth so that Rector has enough health to survive initial hits anyway. Don't forget, he's about to become 4 attack 20 health per kill. He's gonna get really big really quickly. If I draw it on turns like 4 through 6, Rector has either died or is established. And if I draw it later than that, I think that's not actually even possible, come to think of it. So never mind. It's like 1 through 3 or 4 through 6. Which is... yeah, that's about right. So what I'm getting at is playing Engulfed in Smoke once in the early game is fine and the holdover doesn't matter, and in the late game, in the later section of the fight, it doesn't matter because Rector survived. Or it doesn't matter because we died. As a result, I think the only way we lose this is if enough backline goes by, so I'm just going to hold over Hornbreak to ping every turn, and I think that's the winning line. If I lose for this because I tried to be too big brain, it's hilarious and also a shame. But I think it's right. I think if I run the numbers in my head, it's correct. So I'm just going to follow through. Feels like the correct choice. I'm not going to risk it on Heaven's Seal here. Our scaling is linear. We don't scale with the 190s well. So this trial could hurt us. Top 4 space loss here is unfortunate. I'm gonna take it here a little bit. Unless I draw like 2 rituals, then it's okay. This is probably fine. Ritual, Flooding. Yeah, it is fine. Nice. Could also drip fall here if I wanted to. Suppose it's fine not to, because then our boy on the top 4 gets a kill. Yeah. I will stealth as well here. The point about my stealth will be pretty well illustrated. Rector at 90 health isn't going to die. Even after just 2 kills, he's established himself pretty handedly here. He gains health if a Wilt Wings goes by. Just take money. It seems like we're fine. This is usually the part in a run, so it depends a lot on my day, I guess, how I'm able to banter with you in this sort of period. Because I would go off on a tangent here usually, but I don't really have one. I'm in the like end of night phase. I'm ready to go to bed. Mostly is what I'm saying. It's not a problem, don't worry. I am not like sleep deprived or anything like that. I am absolutely fine. If anything, I sleep too much, as I have often said. However, when I get to the end of my days, end of my days sounds like I'm fucking dying. When I get to the end of the night, I just tend to be like this. Like I can do what I'm focusing on, but I can't come up with anything to say to you, basically. No good tangents for you. Nothing comes to the mind, but that's okay. We'll just finish it out. Tomorrow will be better, I'm sure. I'll probably record tomorrow's episode early because it's Friday. It's raid day. I don't need anything. The run is over. My God, the imp run is actually absurd. The imp run you could have on this run is disgusting. I am almost sad I missed it. But like, why am I not just like kicking myself for not taking the imp run? Well, the main reason is because I think you might die to Daedalus. Probably not, but like you might die to Daedalus if you go for the imp run. And that would be my big concern. Wingsteel's bad, Unbroken Horn's bad, Memorial Fund is bad, Rage Doesn't Decay is cool. Like this run that we're having is also pretty bonkers. I would also call this run strong, so I'm not kicking myself for it. Dripfall's cool to Permafrost. It played its part in this run. Take me away, Syra. I would prefer if I didn't lose space top 4. Ideally, I just play my 2 boys on the top floor. Probably should have prioritized removing Tycoon, come to think of it. Yeah, that's too bad. We'll see if my theory is correct here. Seems like it should be. Also, enough infused now at procs and we're completely fine on the survival front as well. Feeling pretty good here. Either way you swing it. One break goes there. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. I was like, why did he gain 5 less when that guy died? You can figure that one out. You're smarter than I am. I'm sure you got that one in the bag. It's just worth noting that if I didn't hold it over here, he is negative on health on some of these turns, potentially. The man has 0. Poor Wickless Tycoon. He can't hit anything because his health, or his attack is broken. It's okay. It's fine, it's fine. Don't laugh too hard at him. Rector, you can see we didn't play Engulf and Smoke here, as it was the bottom card, but we're not dead for it. I think my hypothesis of we live either way holds pretty true here. Engulf and Smoke holdover was a bait. Now, we would also be fine if I didn't hold over Hornbreak, I'm fairly certain. I think the run was decided without doing either of those. So, you know. I think the Hornbreak is smart just because it's insurance against getting whittled away at by backline walking through, but also Seraph would have to like 4-stack so many floors for that to be a problem that I can't imagine it. We're so strong that I cannot imagine a way to lose. It's always worth it to check though. But we are probably going to gain health fighting Seraph. Yeah. When your Rector's gaining health leaving the Seraph combat, that's a good one. This is just an unbelievable scene. I'm going to take the time here to show you the seed on camera in case you want to play this one yourself, because this is like... I was afraid of melting Exile Hellhorned, but Rage Highroll, Crazy Imp Run, like, you can do a lot with this one. I'm going to take the time, I'll make a challenge and give you the seed so you can play it for yourself if you want to give it a whirl. Because there's some fun things you can do here for sure. Imp Run, Dark Calling Run. I think you could make a Dark Calling Imp Run work. If you go through and you try to make this run, the Dark Calling Imp play work, please send me your final run, or send me like a screenshot in the Discord. I would love to see it. I had to remember where the button was there. Here you go. If you haven't done this, I think you put this in Aircraft Endless Presence, and it will how you spell presence? It isn't, is it? I don't think that's how you spell presence. Anyway, you take this and you can put the link in. I think I'm not 100% certain. Usually people give me links, but anyway, thank you for watching. If you did enjoy, don't forget to leave me a like. Subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.